Professor Claire, could you share the reason behind your decision to pursue an academic career?
Yeah, thank you. As I said, I started my working life actually in teaching, in primary school teaching. And then an opportunity came up, as these things often do. I wasn't particularly looking for an opportunity to go into teacher education, so teacher training. And I started to work at a local higher education institute as a lecturer and as a teacher trainer. And I enjoyed that, and ended up then doing a doctorate. I did my PhD on the job, and then moved into broader leadership roles across a number of different universities. But really, what was at the heart of that decision was an absolute commitment to education. I think of myself as an educationalist. Wow. Education is my background. It's my bread and butter. I studied music and education at university, and then I've taught all sorts of ages of children, young people, adults, all shapes and sizes across the past 35 years or so now, I would say, I've been involved in education. So with all these things, it was about an opportunity that came up. Obviously, I prayed about that. I sought God's wisdom on that and thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. And here I am, many, many years later, leading a university.
Wonderful. Wow, that's good. I like career women.
Well, there aren't so many female vice chancellors leading UK universities as well. I think it's probably less than a third of leaders of universities are women. So there is still an issue there around equity, perhaps. But I do try to spend time as well encouraging and mentoring other women in their careers, and helping to build confidence around the fact that you can do this. It is possible.
That's true. That's true. Yes, we can do all things through Christ Jesus. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Let me just go with this first question to you.
Yeah.
In an increasingly virtual academic environment, what innovative approach are you using to foster authentic human connection?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I'm just going to kind of caveat it a little bit, because you're absolutely right. We are operating in a digital world.
Sure.
And a digital world across education, but also increasingly through the workplace as well. And even now in this situation, we're having a conversation using technology and connecting virtually. So we're kind of embodying that practice as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I think the key thing in all of this is to ensure that as human beings, as citizens of our planet, we stay grounded in that really important need for human connection. Nothing is going to ever get in the way of people needing to be with fellow people. And we see that in terms of Jesus modeled that, didn't he, as well, in terms of the time he spent with people and the time he spent alone as well, praying, but he spent a lot of time eating with people, conversing with people. And I think what we try to do here at the university is to ensure that we really emphasize the importance of humanity. That's one of our values. We actually have 4 values: humanity, ambition, independence, and curiosity. But humanity is often at the top of the list. That need to support human connection. And yes, we can do that virtually in the digital world. But I think it would be a sad state of affairs if we found out that people were never, ever communicating or connecting with people actually, in the flesh, as it were. And I think the same goes for the workplace. Many of our courses involve a lot of practical work-based experience. Our nurses are in placements in the local hospital or across healthcare providers in the region. Our teacher training students are in schools. They'll be in schools currently. Other students are getting some work-based experience. And again, that's about being able to work with people, work within teams, handle people, practice empathy, all of those really important human qualities. But as well, we ensure that our graduates have really good digital skills, because that is the future. That's not going to go away. So it is that kind of balance, and the fact that digital is never ever going to replace that empathic human connection need, which is built into our DNA. We're wired for that, aren't we?
That's good, because I know a lot of people are so scared now that everything is going digital. Are we going to get our job back? Our job is going away, and we have to do things. I mean, the robots have to do everything now. So even including in the healthcare sector as well.
Yeah, you're right, and I think, but I think the nature of work is changing, and I don't think that this is a case that there's never going to be a need for human beings to be employed into work. But it may be different type of work going forwards. It will be different type of work, and we need to ensure that we're really, really good and we're really clever at making that interface between technology and digital and the human as effective and as appropriate and as ethical as it should be and can be.
Thank you for that.